Kin networks. What are they? And how can they impact the success of your college access initiative? Kin networks are defined as systems consisting of extended family, including people connected through marriage, blood, or what is called self-ascribed association. These include foster family members and fictive kin. True story. From 2015 to 2018, I oversaw Stage 1 pilots in 50 high schools in 7 states. We sought to increase equitable college access. What we learned in a nutshell is that gravitational pull of home proved difficult to overcome without incorporating kin networks into our methodology. For those of you who may not know me yet, I am Dr. Pamela Donnelly. My expertise for the past 20 plus years has centered upon supporting leaders in high schools and nonprofit organizations as they help teens through the college admissions process. My 228-page dissertation, The Axis of Access, is available for free online through ProQuest. In this video, I will simply distill what you need to know to level the playing field in your initiative. So students from underserved populations, including first gen and those with socioeconomic challenges, have twin obstacles. The first is an information gap, and the second, a limited set of home beliefs that they need to overcome. Very often, families don't know what they don't know, and without direct and intentional support, their students are not going to really have the confidence to overcome everything that previous generations in their family have believed to be true. So, any initiative must incorporate something addressing all aspects of those barriers. That's where my work really resides. You know, you might find it interesting to realize money is not the primary problem here. When scholarships and loans are made available that seem to solve the affordability problem, even the most generous opportunities do not address those twin obstacles I just mentioned. This is where allies training is so important. Impediments faced by low-income students are comprised of hurdles and barriers that are of a nuanced human nature. Although my research objectively approaches this, my own subjective experience is actually a big part of why I am here. I am the first generation in my own family to graduate with a college degree. I believe in sending the ladder back down. I know what it feels to be the outlier within your family. The phrase, "don't get too big for your britches," is a familiar one to me. But don't worry, my parents and siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles came to be very happy that I had gone on, applied to, and been admitted to Columbia University, where I graduated with my undergrad. So, genuine educational pursuit requires that kind of interrupting of generational patterns for so many students across America. It is worth it, but it's not easy. I want that for every student out there. Opportunity exists, but the problem is it's for sale to the highest bidder. And this is not just about elitist attitudes. This is about democracy. We need an educated populace. I truly believe we have a problem. When NACAC, the National Association of College Admissions Counselors, says we need no more than 250 students to one counselor in our public high schools, and the national average is 405, and some school districts have 600 plus to 1, what are those odds that these students are going to have what they need to succeed? So back to the research. This is about belonging. Family patterns, emotional doubts, psychological limitations. These things can eclipse curiosity and stymie the choice to aspire. Students need to know how to choose the schools where they'll apply, how to frame their essays, and so much more. Merit-based financial aid still being tethered to test scores on the SAT and ACT, even in these test optional times at some schools, just shows the insult being added to injury we sometimes see in the industry. Now, for wealthy students, they can afford to tutor, hire independent consultants, and that's great for them. But there are over 15 million students in high schools across America, and most of them need this type of support in order to really even understand what their options are. Equipping your leadership to effectively leverage kin networks in allies trainings that my colleagues and I are happy to provide can help you give exactly the right support that your community needs. And best of all, we are tracking everything that's going to be happening with this in longitudinal research. I'm so pleased to be an educational consultant, and that so many of my colleagues who are independent educational consultants are coming together as college access allies across the country to make previously privatized information available in a way that is truly family-centered. Why? Because if everything else that's happening out there were working, we wouldn't be living in a time with such increasing gaps between the haves and the have-nots. College Access Allies is all about providing a step-by-step process from experts right there in your home community. College Access Allies is getting ready to launch its Stage 2 pilot in states from Florida to California. And by offering easy-to-access blended learning programs using digital and on-site professional development modalities, we are going to equip you with the kinds of trainings that can make all the difference. Let's move the needle for equitable college access for your school or nonprofit. In as little as 4 hours, we can help change the trajectory for so many students. I invite you to learn more right here at collegeaccessallies.org and to count on us to lead you through this with research-driven support. Kin networks are the way forward, and we look forward to you joining us at collegeaccessallies.org to be a part of the future of college access.